NIL. How do we keep our talented players? I know we rolled it out. Now, when you paying to get in the game, a percentage of that money goes to our student athletes, as far as from an NIL standpoint. So when you show up to the games, you're still supporting us from watching us, but also supporting us from retaining players, helping our players get the things that other schools are getting at bigger schools, where we losing guys like Ken Evans, where they was a player of the year and we didn't have the NIL in place at the time where they can go to FAU and get some money. And he did not want to leave. He would love to be here. But at the end of the day, the name of the game, you see coaches today that's been coaching for 30, 45 years that's just stepping away mid-season because they can't understand why these kids getting paid. I am young enough to understand that you better have some money to keep these kids, because I was a player once, and if I was in this type of environment, I'll be looking for a payday also. So it ain't nothing to cry about. You just got to go find the money, and that comes from support. It's the only way we can do it, especially here. Support, but a mass support, not one person, not two people, not three people. I'm talking about thousands of people. Your strength is in numbers, and we have the numbers, especially the numbers that support us.
What's up, Tiger Nation? What's going on, man? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. Man, it's that was a good word by Coach Mo Williams, man. We want to start it off with that. This is our basketball show tonight, man. We're in the peak of basketball season. We're gonna have Mo Knows gonna join us tonight. We're talking back men's and women's basketball, man. We of course we're gonna talk all things Jackson State, everything that's going on. We got the parade coming on Friday. We also have we won't have a show on Friday from KC-1400, but we will be live from Tiger Talk at the M Bar. So be sure to go to Tiger Talk TV to subscribe if you're not already. How y'all doing, man? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Road to 500 by. Here we go again with this shit. TD, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
I bought a new adapter. That's why I started late, because I was trying my best to get it to work, and it just wouldn't work. I don't know what's going on with it.
Is it your provider?
No, I got the best internet that money can pay for, man. I have actually 2 gigs of fiber. It's not the internet, it's the adapter, and the adapter is connected through Ethernet through my But I bought a new adapter, man, and it would not come on. So I'm gonna take this bad baby back, bro. I don't know if I bought a bad one. This is the one that I bought today, so it didn't work. So I mean, it was just sitting there.
But
so
we'll
huh?
You got a MacBook?
Yeah, I got a MacBook, but the adapter is separate. The adapter is I got several things connected to this thing. But it's all good. We'll get through it.
What's up, dude? What up, Tiger Nation? How y'all doing?
Say hello to the newest member. Hey, what's happening, Ty B? Congratulations to you, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get some more signups tonight. Listen, the link is in the chat. It is pinned to the chat, actually. You guys know what it is, man. Y'all know how we do it. We just created an IG page, man. Somebody drop that IG page link for me in the chat, man. Go to @KC-1400 Collective on IG, man. That's where all of the content for all of our ambassadors will be on that actual channel, on that page. I'm sorry, as well as X. It'll also be on there as well. The Boom just announced they will be. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. Woo! I got a confession, family. I got a confession, bro.
What's that?
I ain't never been to Mardi Gras before. Oh, wait. Not in New Orleans, I haven't. In New Orleans. I have never been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I've been in some of the other cities that, but I'm saying I've never done this particular, like the Mardi Gras of New Orleans. Never really done that, man. So yeah. What's up, Big Lord? How you doing, man? That's what's up, man. So they're gonna go down there and rock that thing out. I might have to make. Ain't no might in it, baby. I'm going to Mardi Gras this year, dog. I'm there at the boom. Now I'm there. We coming.
What?
I'm just telling you. Hey, y'all just threw my whole show off. We'll catch up. We'll catch up.
Thank you.
You damn right. Look, kid. Now you have to go. Hey, I got a reason to go now, baby. Zulu starts rolling at 6 a.m. I'm there. Do y'all hear me? There.
What else, Shanetta?
How you spell there?
Shanetta Aqua. Man, you know what, man? Two fans like Shanetta and Aqua, man, we have some great fans, Ken. I mean, I'm not talking about as far as the platform. I'm talking about they support our schools and our teams, man. It's just.
Well, you may not be talking about the platform, but I am.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
Hello, Nicola. What's going on, man? Look, I'm happy to say it's cold outside.
I gotta say this real quick. I just got an inbox from someone saying they was looking for information. Said the company want to give 1,000 to the case. Yes, sir. Hey, we take all donations now. We definitely do. We're not gonna belabor the donation talk tonight. We really want to talk. I want to talk some basketball tonight, man. I really do. Brother Poe, how you doing, man? But go ahead. Let me send this inbox, man. Go ahead and do your thing, bro.
Yeah, you said the only thing you turn around is your collar, huh? All donations are welcome.
Shit, it depends on what kind of shirt it is. I ain't even turning the collar down. I have to turn that thing up. I ain't turning nothing down. I'm just saying. Listen, the beautiful thing about it is, my sister Shanetta. Oh snap! We got Mo nose on this thing. We're gonna go ahead and add Mo tonight because we got some company tonight. Turn it sideways, Mo. Come on now. Turn it sideways. There you go, baby.
How y'all doing?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Man, I wanted to get you on. You know what we talking tonight, bro. I need to get my basketball fixed, man. I said, what better way to do it than to get one of them guys on that's gonna talk that talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. We off to a great start. Both teams.
That's one of the reasons I did want to talk, Mo. And I'll get to it in just a second. Hold on just a second. Let me adjust this camera situation real fast. Because you're a little oversized.
Tiger Nation, man. Hey, Ken. Oh, I thought you were getting your camera together, bro.
No, I am. Go ahead. You good.
Okay. Tiger Nation, what's up? Glad y'all joining us tonight. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope you're feeling good. It's a little cold outside, Mo. I'm sure you got whatever you got in your cup. What's in your cup is in your cup.
Ginger ale.
Little ginger ale ain't never hurt nobody, man. Little ginger ale ain't never. Hey, matter of fact, in the black community, they say that ginger ale is good for all sicknesses. You know what I'm saying? Little ginger ale. They said it's actually a
remedy.
Yeah, they said it's not really all that, but anyway.
So is ginger ale a particular drink, or it just whatever's in your cup?
Well, it's both, actually. Ginger ale is, you got Seagram's, you got Canada Dry.
Oh, you're talking about the real. Okay.
You got Schweppes. I used to sell Schweppes when I worked for Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? They got different forms of ginger ale. But then there's that ginger ale.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
There's ginger ale,
right?
Like ginger with the hard ER. That's a joke, man. That's ginger ale with an ER. And then there's ginger ale with the A. Y'all know what ginger ale is. Ginger ale is whatever you want it to be. Mo, how you been though, bro?
Man, I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain, brother. Can't complain. Let me send this email real quick, man.
Natasha, I never heard such a thing.
TD, how you doing?
Man, I am happy. You know what I'm saying? Mo, I'm fixating my mind back to starting to eat a little better. Get back to my my old thing. I really enjoyed the holidays and last week being my birthday. I always just take it up until the week after my birthday and get all the the goodies out the way for after that week. And then I go into juicing and sell, a bunch of salads and all that stuff and working out, continuously. So man, I've been back in the gym, feeling pretty good. Um, man, I love Tiger Nation, man. I love my people. I love the fans. I love the people that support the show. We had a event over in Vicksburg, Mo. People
Last
showed
Saturday,
up and showed out, man. It looked good.
I was snowed in.
You snowed in,
Yeah, I was snowed in Oklahoma.
as in sleep or
No, snow.
snow. Like
I
open your
couldn't go
okay.
nowhere.
Could go nowhere.
Couldn't go nowhere.
I know what you
Snowed
mean.
in.
Just messing with you, man. What's up with the headphones, man? You like a kid at a loud rock concert or something, man.
It didn't feel like fighting with my laptop.
There we go. Sorry, I had somebody wanted to say they got a company wanted to donate to, so I just made sure I gave them everything, the emails and the actual foundation email address, man. But anywho, man, let's say Moscow Mule. Wow, that's what's up. It's Wednesday night, man. We're gonna talk a little basketball, but before we since you're here early, Mo, we're gonna just get through some of these preliminaries. We on the road to 8,000 subscribers, man. We are working, man, to get this channel built up, and we appreciate all the supporters, everyone that does tune in every week, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or watch the content whenever it drops. We appreciate the support. Continue to share the content, and we're gonna keep doing the work and continue to push this channel to grow it as much as we can. Of course, we did start a collective. You guys know all about that. The link is in the chat. If you haven't joined, go ahead and click that link whenever you're ready to join, and we'll greatly appreciate that. We do have an initiative, a goal. We're trying to get to 500 sign-ups by February the 1st, bro. February the 1st. Today, the 15th, we got whole 16, 17 technically days before we can get. I think we can get there. We had one sign-up today. We're about 94 sign-ups away. 194, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when we eclipsed the 300 mark. I didn't want to keep pressing because I wanted to press hard going into the event mode that we just had this past weekend. But I think we can get there, man. Just keep pushing it, Tiger Nation. Keep talking to your networks about getting to where we were. I'm gonna get your thoughts on this though, Mo, since you're here. Give me your thoughts on what Coach Mo Williams just had to say about just, we talked basketball a lot last season, right? And we lose Ken Evans, man, the SWAC player of the year, man. SWAC offensive player of the year. And Mo made the statement that he wanted to stay, man, but now he's over at Florida Atlantic. And you see the team that we have. Imagine if Ken Evans is on this roster, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the talent that we have. Give me your thoughts on what Coach Mo had to say in relation to NIL, since we're on that particular subject.
Mo is correct. We live in a day and age where kids have the opportunity to get paid, and if a bag is thrown at them, they're going to take it. And who are we to tell them to stay with us if we can't match it? So this initiative that you're pulling off and what we're doing as a Tiger Nation is really huge. It keeps us competitive. It keeps kids like Ken Evans in Jackson, which is where he needs to be. And Mo even said that he wanted to stay.
It's home for him too.
It's home. His parents are Jacksonians. He's been here 5 years. I mean, I'm sure it was hard for him to leave, but at the same time, he took the opportunity. Mo said it himself that he probably be looking to get paid as well if he played in this generation.
Yeah. Spot on. TD, you want to touch that before we move?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing, Mo, I go back to what Coach O said. I know we're talking basketball, but I know you said something about match them. That's why we're trying to start this collection, so we can be able to address, some money thing. And we hadn't gotten where we need to be, so it'd be hard to match them. But here's the thing that Coach O said, Mo. He said a lot of these players, they love Jackson State just like Coach Mo said that Ken did. Sometimes they just want a little pocket change. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be hard pressed to match them, but give them a little pocket change, and they be able to stay at home because this is what they want to be. Because here's the thing, here's the thing you find out about money. Believe it or not, man, money ain't gonna make you happy, Mo. You gonna be making all the money you want. You're gonna lose the team, and you're not being treated, and you're missing home, and everybody around you not like you. You got money, but then how can you enjoy it? But then when you got a little bit, but you're around people that you really enjoy, you at home. I mean, in the ambiance, in the surrounding and environment itself, makes you rich. You know? So yeah. But I agree with Coach Mo, and that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it to where, if you want to come here and you want to play, because I'm telling you, Ken and Mo, man, I'm feeling the love around the city and around the campus, man. Been at basketball games. I don't want to dive into that right now. I know we're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
man, I'm loving the excitement.
I agree, man. When you think about what money can do, fellas, a lot of times when you're not happy, you blow through money sometimes because you're looking for different vices to try to offset the things that money can bring you. But when you are in an environment, when you are home, when you are comfortable, when you are very familiar, when you're celebrated, not tolerated, we know that, you know what I mean? And you can have a little bit of something that you don't feel like I have to go outside of where I really want to be in order to get compensated. It's a whole different ball game. So in most of those instances, many of us, we've been in the professional world since we left college or whatever the case may be. And how many times have you seen us be, I'm going to stay at this particular company because I love the culture here. I don't, my boss don't really bother me. I got a lot of flexibility and freedom. If I need to go run here with my kids, I'm good. That little extra money that comes in. So, for example, extra $50,000 a year is only about $416 a paycheck. I mean, per month.
Right.
Yeah.
You do realize that, right?
It's true.
Let me make sure my math is correct. 416 times.
Yeah, I'm about to take your word for it.
Oh, my mistake. Hold on.
Like, wait.
I think a paper. Hold on. 1 second. I had my numbers wrong. Divided by. It's 4,100. 4,100. 4,100 a month.
And that's a lot.
No, no. Here's what I'm saying. The point that I'm making is that when you get compare that to 25K though, TD, in a happy environment. But no. The way I was breaking it down was like 50,000 based off pay periods, right? You do 26 pay periods,
right?
An extra $1,900 per paycheck. If you can get, and let's say your company offer you half that, and you can stay, you don't have to make no drastic changes, you don't have to move, you don't have to relocate. A lot of that gets ate up into, you know what I mean? So when you've seen some of the kids that have left, they do kind of navigate their way back to the place where they're most comfortable. Again, you have the will and the freedom to do what you want to do. We just want to be able to play in the same game and say, hey, listen, what do you think about this? How would you like to stay for this amount? So that's what Mo was talking about. I like it. Again, we're pushing. We're going to hit our goal, man. We will hit our goal, and we'll keep pressing, man. We did sign our 15. We signed 14 athletes working on the 15th, which is not signed yet, but we not going to spend much time on football today. You guys have seen our ambassadors. Go follow KC-1400 Collective on IG. Go follow KC-1400 Collective on Twitter. But I do want to get to this real quick, fellas. Parade, National Championship Parade coming up this weekend. The city has done a fantastic job of collaborating with Jackson State to carve out a path, man. They gave us the itinerary. Now, let me do this real quick. Hey, for those who might be questioning, Lieutenant Wade said, look, it's gonna be heavily enforced on security coming, because he said Homeland Security as well as law enforcement will be in place for the parade. So they're overemphasizing safety. You don't want no funny stuff going on. We got to make sure we're safe, and we want to have a great time and celebrating this national championship with Jackson State. I do want to say this though, fellas, too. Y'all do realize this is the first time we've actually won a national championship game.
Yes.
Right.
Now, it's not our first time being national champions, but this is the first time we've actually won a game where the national championship was decided on the field. Because back then, all those championships that we won they were through votes. It wasn't like an actual game that you played. So technically, this is our first time actually winning a national championship. So I don't know of anything. I know last time we were national champions was 1996. And I don't think the city did a parade, if I'm not familiar. That's correct, Brother George. On the field.
Okay.
I have 4 national titles. I had the T-shirt on. Shout out to Thad Reed. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm just saying this is the first time I've seen something like this. But any thoughts on this? This is the layout. It's gonna kick off at 4 p.m. You got the celebration kickoff. You got the pep rally. You got the parade. Then you got the celebration stage. Man, I'm excited. I don't know what the heck it's gonna look like, fella. But I'm excited to experience it, see it, be a part of it, and just kind of go from there. I'll pause and let you guys jump in as we get through these preliminaries to get to the basketball side of
it. You got it, Mo.
Come out. Let's enjoy this parade. Really look forward to it. Really look forward to the after party. I think it's the after party at Embar, correct?
Hey, you trying to steal my thunder, huh, bro? You see it. Hey, look. Hey, Tiger Talk gonna be live at Embar. People buying sections. It's all that going on. There was no parade or anything in 1996. We just had a barbecue for the players. All right. See. Appreciate you, Mike B, for the history, dog.
Hey, King.
Go ahead, brother.
I don't think I ever like the parade. The whole parade thing. Normally, the parades and everything is in the daytime, right? And when we have parades in Jackson, where did the Martin Luther King Jr. Day parade or even homecoming, what is it? I think this being in the evening mode is what made this exciting for me.
It's gonna be a little different, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we like lights, we like flashy things. So, man, having the lights and the brass instrument, coming down and the boom booming. Oh yeah, I feel like it's gonna be an exciting time.
Hey man, they got an old song, a classic song, man. Y'all know what that song was?
What?
Freaks come out at night.
Oh.
It's a parade in my city, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be on, man. It's gonna be on. I don't know what the heck we're gonna expect, but TD, to your point, hey man, I'm excited to see what they're looking to do, and I'm excited to be in it. We in it. We a part of it. We'll be somewhere around there. Go ahead.
So we having floats, and I mean, what's to it?
All that, man. All that.
Okay.
Whatever they came up with, we're gonna find out when we find out. I just know.
Okay.
I got a little word, from one of the planners. I mean, it's gonna be fun, man. I think they did a really good job. I like this. I like this breakdown though. They carved out the path. But the after party. There's an after party everywhere. There's an after party at 440 Jackson. There's an after party at Fourth Avenue with players. But the official after party is at Embar. You can scan that barcode. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you might want to get that. It's going to be a packed house. We're going to be in there doing what we do. It's a fundraiser. We raising money. We're gonna build on this momentum, man. Y'all saw Brother Houston. Hopefully all our former legends are in the building coming to celebrate this natty. That's the beauty of it. Will the parade be live streamed? That's a good question. I know I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna go live on that stage. I gotta get that content. So just tune in to KC-1400. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. I'm probably just gonna go live throughout the whole little parade. We're gonna have a parade live going on. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah, man. I think again, I'm excited about the parade, Ken. I mean, again, I'm excited about what's going on. And here's the thing too. You put out the message about what Chief Wade said. Ever since he's been in office, he's been adamant about trying to make the city safe. Keep down crime. Even partner with Capitol Police and stuff like that, man. I'm absolutely loving it because of course, life gonna be lifing, but you don't want to constantly hear about the negative side of it. And I think that he and his team are doing a great job, of putting stuff together, man. Even at the games and stuff, they have a lot of people out and about. Now, ain't nothing going to be perfect and nothing going to be, you're always going to find loopholes. But shout out to Chief Wade for what he do, for the city, man, and trying to keep everybody safe. So looking forward to it. And I don't know, kid. Maybe hope somebody throwing football or something. Kids love, football and candy and stuff.
Hey man, I plan on getting a bag of going to pick up some goodies myself, man. If we're gonna be in that thing, I gotta throw something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, not throw it at nobody, but we're gonna have a little something to throw out, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. But y'all know where we at. Hey, listen, we're gonna transition into this basketball thing. Hey man, I'm gonna start here. Shout out to Decor Receipt. Hey, bro, let me ask you, Mo. Did you know about this young lady right here, man? Because I'm gonna say, man, I know Miss Rochelle won't be on tonight. She got choir practice, but man, she was losing her stuff over Miss Esco, man, on Saturday. My goodness, where has Miss Jaquila Esco been, bro?
I'll be honest.
19.
I didn't know anything about her until Jincy had made that post on X. And
wow.
I will say this, I monitored the roster. I did see her name, and I, did a quick little Google, saw she was at Xavier, saw she was at Colin. Her graduation year and her eligibility year really didn't add up, so I knew it was something mysterious about it. But I will say this, when I seen that last name, I knew she was from Madison County.
Yes, sir.
I knew she was from Canton. When I seen Esco, like, yeah, she's from Canton. She from Canton.
Shout out to the Escos.
Man.
But I knew. When I seen Esco, yeah, I know who her people is. But I love this interview. Corey did a really good job on this interview.
Slam dunk.
Because a lot of stuff that he brought out was stuff that you can kind of tell, you can look. Like, for instance, when you watch her play, she has great footwork.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said she used to play soccer.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how soccer can help a child coordinate themselves and be able to move their feet. I love what the coach said, Coach Richards, which I'm absolutely just in awe of her.
Oh, yeah.
How she manages the game, her passion, how intense she is. But I really love when Corey brought out the fact that Coach Richards and J5 had walked over to her after practice, and while they were talking to her, they were bouncing the ball to her, and they never broke conversation. They were talking about, well, she has good hands. It's just little stuff like that. Corey did a great job on this interview.
Yeah.
And she told us a lot about her game. And I'm looking forward to seeing her get more and more playing time. First time I seen her play was at Alcorn. She got a couple of minutes on Destiny Brown, and she slowed her down. So more and more as the seasons went on, she's increased her time. And, man, her goal is to dominate the paint. And right now she's doing so.
X119, brethren, go ahead. You want to touch on this young lady right
here? Yeah. First thing, I'll say, I echo what you guys said. Great interview by Decor C. I like the way he broke down, how she became a Tiger, and I like compelling stories. Well, I guess you say compelling to a degree, on how she came to be a Tiger. But what got me, Mo, and you said it, her soccer play. And I think this is the first, well, you rarely hear us say soccer was our first love. You know what I'm saying? And she really didn't take basketball serious until her sophomore year.
Didn't even like it.
Go out with her brother, didn't even want to do it. But to hear her say that, and you can hear the passion in her voice when she was talking about the passion and the patience that she had as being a manager, knowing one day that, my day is going to come, and I'm going to be on this court. I'm going to show y'all what I can do. So she patiently waited for her turn. But then when I first noticed her, it was maybe it was the first home game. And I was like, I was watching the young lady from the other center. Excuse me. I was watching her play, and then I was like, okay. And then 35 came in, and she just started playing. I was like, wait a minute. It was toward the end. And I was like, 35 might need to play a little more. I like that.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, 35 might, when I was thinking to myself, and as I was exiting the building, I seen some people from Canton standing there, and so I spoke to them. One of them shook their hands or whatever, and then when they told me that was their daughter, so of course I know her parents, and I was like, and that's what's up. I said the young lady, she's I said she has great footwork, man. I mean she came in, she dominated, she was physical, she was on the board, she wanted people to know that she was there, she was in the paint, she blocked shots. I mean it brought passion. It brought excitement to the game, Ken. Yep. Even before the season started, Mo, we was talking about big men, and Ken and everybody was explaining to me how the game has gone from big men. I know in this case he was talking about a woman, and so, but people in the paint, I put it that way.
Yeah,
the big post players. Yep. We had, we was talking about this before. Like, hey, TD, everything's going to guard play. Because we were like, they have no bigs on the team, and so when you come in and see, I mean, she has about 3 bigs on the team, man, and they look good. And this young lady is a standout. The question is, I don't think it was ever mentioned. If it did, I missed it. How long does she have?
You're right. I don't think they mentioned it, but I would say 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm thinking she's a COVID baby. She said she's a COVID baby.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. And she came from junior college. I wonder if that rule still going to apply for her.
Well, I mean, that's a good question, and I can't answer that one. I ain't even going.
They got her listed as a senior, though.
I mean, she can still be a senior and have an extra year eligibility, though.
I think she's automatically going to get an extra year because of COVID.
As long as her time window isn't up, you do get a time window. It depends on when her time started. That's a question we definitely plan on having Coach Margaret Richards on at some point, and we even if we don't have her on, I'm pretty sure we can get that question answered. So hopefully by next show Monday, we'll have that question answered. But what a pleasant surprise, man! I love the hustle. Yes. And I think her game fits the style of play that our girls play with. I mean, you needed that. We do have a guard dominant team. However, I just love the fact that I wanted to talk about basketball tonight because I really needed to carve out a spot to talk about Coach Margaret Richards, bro. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get there, but I'm serious, man. I really wanted to get you guys' perspective on the basketball culture that has been established at Jackson State University as of late. We know what Coach Tamika Reed was able to do in the time that she was there. Shout out to Live Sports, Live for Hoops, from HBCU Pass. Got Jackson State and actually she got us in the D1 top 5 power ranking right now. Who would have thought this? Can we be honest? Because I'm not gonna sit up here on this screen and act like I knew we were gonna be this way. I'm just not gonna lie to you like that. I was like first hand open. Remember I said that? I said this is Spade's hand, first hand open. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But
I thought this was the year people were gonna get their lick back.
Right.
I really
you know what I'm saying, Mo? You feel me?
You're right. And I was just about to ask y'all, do y'all think at this stage that they're overachieving?
No.
I think they've surpassed.
They've overachieved the expectations.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh,
I got you. Okay, but I'm saying based off of the roster, based off of the type of players, based off the buy-in to the coach, based off of the coaching staff putting the product on the court, they have not overachieved. They're right on par, because if you understand the game of basketball, if you understand how to maximize talent, putting coaches in positions to be successful, they play hard, bro.
Yeah.
And she manages the game so well.
Yes, sir, she does. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lab. But this is what I did. This is where we are, man. Jack State stays up top. You got both men and both women are undefeated, 3-0 start. And we hope it remains. But this is where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with the women, because if you did not know there was a coaching change, you would not know that things have changed at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. You just wouldn't know that because of the standings. Now, we do tomorrow in H-Town play Texas Southern. They are also 3-0. But let's be real about something. Because let's do it. Let me. I ain't dancing around nothing. We're gonna go through it. Hold on one second.
Hey, I see what. Go ahead.
Now go ahead, TD. You got it. I'm finna pull up.
Yeah, what I was about to say, Mo, speaking on ESCO, I think this add 2 to 3 more levels to their game, because with all the guard play and the shooters that's on the team, now you can play that basketball that I like. Go into the paint,
bullet ball.
You bullet ball and then kick that thing back out. And we have some shooters on that team, man. Number 10, Kaiden, Tyranny, they can shoot. So now you can go on the inside to ESCO.
Diaka, man. Diaka Beretti. You know what I'm saying?
Beretti, yeah.
Berete. I think it's pronounced Berete.
Berete, okay. Yes. So hey man, I tell you what, it got me excited, fellas. I mean, I like what I'm seeing.
I love it, man. Under our previous coach, Coach Amiga Reed, I really fell in love with the women's basketball game at Jackson State, and to see, I like good basketball, man. I want to see the game played the right way. Yet at the same time, I don't mind you coloring outside the lines, but we got the best woman basketball player in the league right now, baby. We got her.
I was telling Ken,
that's Talia Dilworth.
I
tried to tell y'all Talia Dilworth was gonna be the real. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Mo.
No, we came out of a timeout and we ran this set on that right wing, and it was an inside-out set, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was poetry in motion.
Yeah,
they ran it to perfection. I mean, like you said, adding ESCO in there and making it where they have to be slow to double team Dilworth, who's a walking bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, one-on-one, she's the best player in the league. I don't care what anybody says. She's the best player one-on-one in the league. Having a good ball handler in J5. Having Massonet, who's able to penetrate.
I love her.
Beretti that's able to just be a sniper. And I love the backup point guard, the freshman, Kelsey.
Oh yeah, Tierney Kelsey. I mean, Gatorade Player of the Year, man, in Memphis, man. Memphis, stand up. Memphis. Go ahead.
And she's gonna be nice. She's gonna be real nice.
She will, bro.
Man,
she will.
I'd say 2 years from now, she's an all swag. If not next year, because J5 is gonna graduate. She's gonna be real nice, and she can shoot it. She can shoot it very well. So I love it in Glover. Glover is another in Cooper.
Yes, Ari. Yep.
I love Cooper at the 4 as a stretch.
Yep.
And every now and then he plays the 5. And of course, Montoya just takes up space. You got to go around her. Right. You got to go around her.
Hey, listen, I'll say that. You know what I think it is, though, fellas? I think because the expectations were not very high, we're enjoying this season a whole lot damn more because we're winning and we had no expectations. A lot of times when we got so used to winning under Coach Reed, we got spoiled with championships, we got spoiled with winning, where even though we were winning, we would still watch those games and be frustrated because our expectations were through the roof.
Right.
I enjoy watching these ladies, man. Because I just don't go in there with no expectations. And that's also a byproduct of winning. But I do want to say this, though, man, because let's just talk about the elephant in the room. When Coach A.D. Robinson first hired Margaret Richards, there was a lot of heads being scratched.
That's
because
right.
people went and looked at her, we go look at her resume at Alabama A&M, you look at her production, you look at what she was able to do. And everybody was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I understood from talking to AD. AD understood the position that we were in. We're having success with this team, and not one player from this team played for Jack State last year.
That's crazy.
Not one.
Right.
There was no holdovers. The only 2 holdovers that were left was obviously Ariana Hunter and Jaleel Hickman. And Hickman went down with a knee injury, season-ending knee injury, and obviously Hunter's no longer a part of the program. But with that being said, Coach Richards just came in and did it her way. She assembled this roster along with her staff very late in the game. Very late in the game. Now, I do want to do this because when you look at Coach Reed, and I love Coach Reed. I know that. Personal relationship, friend, a classmate, all that good stuff. And you look at you go take a look at what she's doing over at Charlotte. Let's check it out real quick. Charlotte's sitting dead last right now. Now, I don't necessarily know why because I haven't really followed. But in the end, you are your record. I firmly believe that Coach Tamika Reed is gonna. Now, she did get over there late just as well as Coach Richards got in late. One thing we know about Coach Tamika Reed, she's a great recruiter. I know this right here this is not the standard that she set, and this is in no shape, form, or fashion to dim or to shine a dim light on what she's doing. But we have to talk about that. We have to talk about it because I just want to. And by the way, a couple of young ladies that played for her under over here at Jack State weren't even starters on the team, and I think they're starters with her at Charlotte. So she got to upgrade her roster. They're gonna have to give her time to do what it is she needs to do. Right. But go from being on top of the world to being at the bottom of the pack. It's an uncomfortable reality shift. But we got confidence and faith in her. But this is what I do want to say, because I'm not going to dance around the story. I'm not going to dance around what I think is happening here. Shout out to Light On Sports, Division I women's basketball that's undefeated in conference play. Our team is one of 5 teams in the entire country. And the question you have to ask yourself is, and this is what I want to ask you guys, and I want to get your thoughts on this from each one of you guys. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about how can a coach who, and when I remember talking to AD spoke with me about, and this is, listen, Alabama and them folk don't come for me. This is what it was, and how she really didn't have the budget at the time to have I don't know what her budget was, but I know it wasn't what it is now as far as hiring a support staff. And we know what her resume was. You know what she took over. You know what she had to do with the program. When she came on here on the channel, she actually explained that they were on probation. She had to get them through that. And it wasn't the most sexiest hire at the time. But when you put a coach like Coach Margaret Richards and put her in an environment like Jackson State with an administration, with a university that is, I'm talking about conducive. I mean, it's a culture of winning championships. There is something that has to be spoken about that, because if you rewind this thing, let's say, fellas, 10 months ago, 9 months ago, the storyline is, well, it's the coach and not the system. Y'all feel me?
Right.
So exits it the great coach and goes into another environment, another, and not so much as having the success. Exodus, this coach who's not having the success, that university and that coach part ways. In comes this coach into this system. The system and this culture and this program continues to stay at top. Now, don't get it twisted. there is a shit ton of work being done on both sides, the coaches and the administration, to make sure that they maintain the standard, which is the win, and we're winning right now. But I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on the perspective of what is the story right now, and what is it that you guys are visually seeing from the results right now. We got a 0-5. We got a winless conference from a champion. I'm talking about a 5-time SWAC champion. A legend. We can go ahead and put her in the SWAC Hall of Fame instantaneously because she's earned that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a hell of a swing to 0-5 on the job. And again, I fully expect my sister to turn it around over there. You follow what I'm saying? But the reality of the matter is, you are what your record is. Margaret Richards 3-0 in SWAC play. Coach Reed is 0-5, and it's not to pit her versus that. It's just to talk about the story and what I feel is needs to be extracted from that, and that is Jackson State has a great culture that needs to be highlighted, celebrated, and emphasized. Go ahead.
I'm with you, Ken. I'm gonna take my hat off to Coach Reed. I'm happy for what she did for us. She's a great coach. She's proven that she's a great coach. But there's something special going on at 1400 Lynch Street. You can't take this culture with you. No matter how great you was here, the culture is just too dynamic. These kids, they know what they want to play for. I think a lot of these girls that are on this roster, they know what it meant to have Jackson State across their chest, and they're playing up to par. Hat is off to Coach Richards because she knew exactly what she was doing. She went and got transfers that was a little bit older. She didn't bring in a lot of freshmen and sophomore transfers. She dipped into Division II, got one of the top players from Kentucky State. She went and got J5. She went and got some girls that she knew it could be great leaders, and they bought into it quickly. They know and understand the expectation of winning, and we're seeing it right before our eyes.
TD.
Yeah. Let's question, fellas. Basketball. Okay, before we got into NILs and all that stuff and transfer portal, it was always said in football that you need to give a coach at least 3 to 4 years to build their program, correct?
For sure.
Does that also apply for basketball, or did it also apply for basketball?
I'm going to say this. I think a part of that is that a lot of when they say 3 to 4 years, I think a lot of that has to deal with building a culture.
Hey, okay.
You go.
I do want to add this, TD. The level does matter. One can make the case that, yeah, absolutely, American Athletic Conference is a higher conference than the SWAC from a Division I level. So when you're elevating, so to speak, because there is no divisions in Division I, you just SWAC versus AAC. However, when you're going to coach in a conference of that magnitude, TD, a lot of those coaches already have their programs established. The young lady who our previous coach took over, Coach Reed, takes over for, I think she went to Notre Dame, if I'm not mistaken. And she takes over that program. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Notre Dame. I think she was in place for 13 years, TD. So that was her program. So when you coming in late, Coach Reed came in late, just like Coach Richards came in late to the party. You're on the back end of this portal. So I think the expectation for many of us was that Coach Richards' record was going to probably look like what Charlotte's looked like. And then Charlotte's was going, Coach Reed was going to go over. That's why I said it is early, way too early results. At the end of the day, Coach Reed got to actually go in there and build a roster up. She has to. And there is no way around it. And I think that in that situation, let me say it 2 different ways. It might be a good thing that she struggled early because it allows them to give her time, and then they can incline gradually. Right. Sometimes when you win so fast, you set an unrealistic expectation, TD, because I do want to say this to you guys, because I talked to Coach Richards after that game. TD, we was over there with her. You know what she told us? She said, I got 9 seniors, Mo.
Right.
team that's on the court right now, 9 of them leaving after this season. So she's going to have to continue to recruit. We talked about NIL. We talked about being able to use, resources to assist. She did have a commitment from the #1 JUCO scorer over at Colin. So we have some dogs still coming in. But I think it's more of I think she's going to go maybe 4 or 5 JUCO, maybe 4 or 5. It's either 4 JUCO, 5 transfer portal, or 5 transfer portal, 4 JUCO, something to that effect. She went to Marquette. Thank you. It was Marquette, not Notre Dame. It was Marquette. Absolutely. That's what it was. So, yeah, she was 13 years at Charlotte, went over to Marquette. And, man, Coach Reed got to go in, TD, to your point, and I'm going to let you jump back in here.
Uh-huh.
Times when you go in, you got to undo a culture.
Mm-hmm.
But in some situations, you might be lucky, like a TC Taylor, where hell everything gets uprooted for you. So you really just kind of got to go put some bodies in the room so you can be able to play. I can assess some talent, and I could start recruiting like I need to, and I could go to my people and say, hey, look, we need money, we need an NIL, and I'm saying like this right here, man. I'm just telling you, absolutely. We know that. That's why I don't mind. I have to tell the story, and trust me, this ain't no shade. This ain't no slight. Please don't take what we're saying. We're just telling the story, and we got to get to a place where people understand. I'm not saying that you're saying this. When we tell the story, it's not hate. It's not being negative. We're just talking the reality of what's happening in front of us. So yeah, TD, it's still that way. You just better hope you got. Let me say it this way. Do your homework, do your research, know who's hiring you, know who's offering you that opportunity, because not every supervisor, not every boss is going to have that type of patience with you to establish something. Some bosses are in win now mode, and some of them are in a, hey, listen, it's your program. I'm going to give you time to build it up. So it just depends on who you work for. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Hey, great point. And here's what I'll say about that. I mean, it's a lot of things that is going on in my mind right now. First of all, there's no doubt that Coach Reed is a good coach.
Yep.
And as long as they give her a chance, then she has potential to rise to the top. Here's the thing that we all talked about, Mo. We talk about culture. I don't know what the culture is over there, in Charlotte. So it's something that she has to build. She definitely has a name. She has been highlighted by some of the greatest coaches in NCAA women basketball. So she has that resume. And I think at some point she'll get together. However, we also know that, every situation doesn't fit everybody, So I think they need to give her time to make sure that she get her program to rise, to the top, give her best effort. Don't just have a stand in, for your next prize that you're looking for.
Hey, that's great. Look at Mike B's point. Said he thinks her contract has a clause where she can't be evaluated until after year 2. I love this for her.
Excellent. Right. and that's my point, because so often, Ken, we are hired, look at your boy Antonio
Pierce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Antonio, that he put him in place, they'll put us in. I mean, put you in place for.
Yeah, look at my guy over there with the Patriots.
Yeah, Mayo, my point exactly. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that the coach given the chance to do what she needs to do, which because if you notice that Coach Reed didn't come into Jackson winning like that. I think her first year was pretty dismal. And then she built the program to where it needs to be, which made it a little easier for Coach Richards, although she came in late to to get some players in because of the culture and the name that was already built. You know what I'm saying? So although Coach Reed exited the room, Jackson State, as a standard is still there. So then, that makes it a little easier sell, for Coach Richards. Yeah, you would think that for sure. So that allowed her to bring, her players in, or somebody say, okay, well, I was going to go somewhere else, but we talking about Jackson State, who just played against UConn. Hey, let me get that a chance. So she was able to get some of those players to transfer come in from the portal and from a junior college. And then with her coaching ability, this is what it manifests into. But then check this out though, Ken. You also look at, you think about the conversation that Coach AD Robinson, what he said about it. And the more and more, I'm around him, I just, me, I like to sit back and just watch people.
Yeah.
And his plan, his thoughts, in hiring Coach Richards, you know what I'm saying? The attentiveness that he had, the research that he did, and although was a lot of some flack, that came behind it, he knew what was in his heart and what he wanted to do. And so as of now, for sure, we definitely want the season to continue to go the way it is, Ken and Mo. But right now, man, she's winning. And and I'll be honest with you, I'll prepare to go to the game for support.
Yep.
I mean, hey, next year.
Hey man, you go to these games, you enjoying these girls, man, because they can play some ball. They hooping, man. And look, we got 2 SWAC players of the week, man. Of course, the league leading in scoring, Talia Dilworth. I tried to done told y'all. One thing y'all got to understand is I'm a hooper, man. And so was A.D. Robinson. You know what I'm saying? He played at Valley 4 years and never lost to Jackson State. He should have been a Tiger, but he a Tiger now. But nevertheless, he knows the game. He always liked Coach Richards, man. He always have. He always liked the game, thought she was a great coach. And he knew she just needed some support. And, man, I'll stop here and just say this. I want to give you guys an opportunity to hear what she had to say. If you guys haven't heard, she did sit down. All the coaches, as well as AD, they about to drop the interview coming soon. But a real quick snippet from what Coach Richards had to say about why she chose Jackson State. Because when she left Alabama A&M, she went to Mercer. She's back at Mercer as an assistant, and they sat down with her. And let's see what she had to say.
How'd you come here? You saw the success that Tamika Reed has had. Why JSU? And the time that you picked JSU, has that been confirmed? Just what you've been able to experience.
Well, I'll say why not. Outstanding vice president, AD, president, administration, winning culture. I think what makes head coaches great is when you have an administration that's behind you and that believes in you, that supports you, and that's going to give you the tools you need. So for me, why not? Sure. And I think I picked it, and I just think it was in God's plan. I think some things happen for a reason, and when you're not looking, sometimes, it's where I think God wanted me here as well. So my question would be, why not?
Very well said, man. Thoughts on that, Mo?
She said it. That winning culture, administration. She said, "Why not?" She stepped up to the challenge.
Right, and that same thing that we just spoke on, the culture that it established, that Coach Reed, and some coaches before had already kind of established in the winning ways. Like I said, that was probably kind of made it a little easier, a little bit to recruit. It's like you said, why not Jackson State? I mean, with the name and stuff that's already out there as far as the winning program. And like I said, we winning in more than just football and basketball. We're winning in baseball, Mo, and soccer, track.
Softball, yeah.
Softball, and soon to be golf. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a winning athletic program all around. So like she said, why not Jackson State? You know what? And if you're a good coach, here's the thing. Well, who always wanted to be the person, who wanted to be the person to follow behind, Michael Jordan, or follow behind Nick Saban, those coaches and players that have legendary track records.
Yeah.
Want to follow behind or come behind, Coach Reed, that says that, hey, I can get this job done too, because I know what the expectation is and what the standard is in the culture. So let's rock with, so let's rock with it. So why not Jackson State? And then she, last thing I would say on that, she said, hey, it's in God's plan. And so maybe she was trying for other stuff. She wanted other things. She couldn't figure out why she didn't get the job that she felt she was qualified for. because God wanted her here at Jackson State.
Very well said, man. She got some dogs over there on this team, man. For Talia Dilworth was the Impact Player of the Week, as well as Leanya Massanet. She was the SWAC Newcomer of the Week from New Jersey, man. And look at this, man. Through yesterday, leaders of the pack, man. Kayla Walker, second. Cheyenne McEvans, Florida A&M, third. Cortland Loudermill, Texas Southern. Destiny Brown Alcorn, and Sydney Hendricks. So you got two of the top 4 scorers in the league playing up against each other on tomorrow night, man, over in H-Town. And I always felt like Talia was going to be, and this is what I want to say, a lot of these young ladies are D2 players, man, that was on the level, that played well on their level, and they came up to D1 and they're still balling, man. They're put in the right situation. One of the things I do like about Talia, man, she's efficient. She don't get outside of herself a whole lot. She can hit the 3 if she needs be, but she's a bucket. Like Mo said, she is a bucket, man. She can score at all levels, and I like her game, man. She don't get in a hurry too much, but she's also pretty efficient. You need players like that can score. And now that I'm seeing that the team is getting a lot more comfortable with each other, the ball movement is starting to pick up, the flow of the game is getting better. And I was a little concerned about the inside, but then to see Miss Esco pop up, oh, jeez, man, we finna be all right. Because this team play hard. This team plays defense, man. They play defense. And any team that plays defense and they box out, they put their butts on, they put their backsides on a thigh and a knee when the ball go up in the air. And you like teams like that. That's what Alabama A&M was doing to us last on Monday when it came to the rebounding. But
Ken, I thought you said the young lady was at number 5. I thought she was like, is she like the standard? And I know you said it was a litmus test against Alabama. You spoke on beating them like they, I guess, came in as the top picks.
They were the favorites. Wouldn't you say that, Mo? I mean, Don Taylor, not Don Taylor.
Don Thornton.
Don Thornton. I was just talking to Coach. She getting the fundraiser together and was talking about Tiger Talk. But go ahead, bro.
So the thing you have to understand about Alabama A&M. So Don Thornton was at Arkansas Pine Bluff last year, and Don Thornton was very, very competitive versus Coach Reed. So Don Thornton goes over to Alabama A&M. She brings a couple of those players. Don is known to be a great recruiter. Every year she brings in all of these big name transfers. She's had a couple of girls that go to the next level, and they've been showing out. Zay Green is one.
Oh, man. They killing it.
She had another one. She had another girl that went up to the SEC as well.
It's Ole Miss, the young lady.
Ole Miss. So with that being said, when it comes to name recognition, Don Thornton's name rings bells in the SWAC. So it's a big name coming to town. Don is also from Jackson.
Yep.
Actually worked for Ashley under Prairie View, I think.
Yep, Prairie View.
So her name, her coming to town, coming to her hometown. She was very competitive with Coach Reed. Had a little bit of a rivalry with Coach Reed, and for them to come to town and for us to beat them, that was a big thing because she has one of the top players in the league as well, and that Kayla Walker. I think Davenport is hurt. Davenport's 6'5". I didn't know she was hurt before the game. So them coming to town, for us to beat them and be able to slow down that point guard that they had, that was a big deal. And as far as Talia Dilworth is concerned, her game reminds me of Kawhi Leonard.
That's a great man. That's a good one. Go ahead, bro.
She's a female Kawhi Leonard. She's gonna kill you in the mid range. She's gonna kill you. And if you can't guard, she puts people on her hip. When you're on her hip, you might well put 2 points on the scoreboard. And she knows how to get to her spot. And something that really, Ken, I know how you appreciate basketball. These girls don't miss free throws.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. Those are fundamentals. It's free. They free.
You put us at the line, you might well call game. 5 minutes left, you're in foul trouble. If you're in that bonus, you might well say you lost. Because if you foul us, we're gonna make it. So, and what I love about it, we're getting to where people are learning their roles.
Yeah.
We know when Talia Dilworth goes out and Beretti comes in the game, we're running the set for Barrett.
Yeah.
That set is coming. J5, the way she leads this team, she can score a lot more if she wanted to. But her being able to score in a timely fashion, sometimes it feels like the game is over. She has like 12 points. You're like, when did she score? Because she's a true point guard. She's a threat from the three. She can take it to the hole. She's also really tough on defense. Ken, just to piggyback off of him, we have the type of team, when you play us, you know you played us.
Yeah.
People are soaking after they play us. These
Yeah,
teams, they're not liking being bumped. We're bumping the hell out of folks.
Yep.
And you know what?
In a great way.
And you know what? Another thing that I'm liking when I spoke about the inside game in the quick pace, I absolutely love their Ken and Mo, that these young ladies are not afraid to pull the trigger when they come down to shooting 3-pointers or shooting their shot. It's no hesitation. It bothers me when you are a shooter or you playing the two and you hesitate to let it go. Man, let it fly.
You ain't have to tell me. I was letting it rip.
You want the shooting guard to shoot.
Make it rain. I'll let that go.
I'm gonna tell y'all what really got me and got my attention about this team when we played Mercer.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte beat Mercer by 1 point. By 2 points.
Yep.
And we dominated them. I know the final score said 10 or 12 points, but at one point we was up by 20.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting us to beat Alabama State by 30 points. Frida Jackson.
Straight dumb.
We beat them by 30 points. So here we are.
That's right, brother C. Lee. I had a quick release too, by the way. Still got it. One of these days we're gonna have a KC-1400 fundraiser, old dude basketball game. We're gonna do it. KT Dub always talking about how he could hoop. He was a legend back in the day. We're gonna see if he still got a little something left in the tank, man.
Hold up, Ken. Did Jensen take you to the hole, man?
No, we were shooting flat-footed. And plus, we were shooting flat. Now I ain't gonna lie, Jensen in way better shape. I'm glad we were shooting flat-footed because I ain't even still been pretend like a young whippersnapper that 21, 22 years old won't run circles around me 5 times in a row. No, bro. But I'm in big 3 league shape. I ain't
gonna lie. I got to stretch. You gotta give me about a month to prepare. Now
yeah, give me a month too. Give me a good month, and I'll be ready to roll, man.
There you
go. I'm big 3 level right now. I can make some shake, man. I can still put you on my hip, man. Sponsored by Icy Hot and Bengay.
Right. Hey, kid, last time I said something about Icy Hot and Bengay, somebody on the screen fussed at me. They call bios.
Travis, listen. So I used to help run. I used to assist with my good buddy over in an Ultimate Hoops League in Austin. And shout out to all the homies back playing Ultimate Hoops, bro. And I am not in the church league shape, Travis. I'm not. I ain't no sir. I'm in no type of shape, but I will be. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there. I promise y'all I will. So I'm telling y'all in advance. So when my face start getting skinny, y'all don't think I'm, nothing wrong with me. I'm slimming down. But anyway, let's move on to the men real quick, man, and let's touch on it. We have our men that's also 3-0. Man, lot to take away from this team, man. You got Deshaun Ruffin he's healthy this year, starting to really get in the groove and get his feet under him. Then you got Southern, who's also undefeated, and obviously, you got the Howard Bison. We play Prairie View this weekend, I want to say. And I think we got Texas Southern on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So the men do. But we just had a triple overtime game. I'll start here, man. We won that game 103-93. Romeo Mansell, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. The kid AC Bryant had a hell of a game, man. He lit us. He was cooking like a crock pot, man. And I ain't understand some of the stuff that we, but it is what it is. We found a way to win the game, and Romeo Mansell was the impact player, the SWAC impact player of the week, man. We didn't quit. And hey, man, came up clutch triple overtime, man. Let's talk about it. TD, you were there.
Ken, let me start off here. I might touch you a little bit, but here you go. You said AC Bryant. The boy was everything but AC. The boy was more like a microwave. And look here, man. He was shooting from our guy. Shout out to Calvin Younger. He was shooting from that side, Ken.
Yeah, I saw it with the left hand.
Hey, every time Calvin and that crew over there threw heat, that boy made it hot. and then Mo, when he was dropping that Calvin to say something to him, say something crazy to him, he'll drop that three, then he'll turn around and walk down the court like this. Shh. So he was going to that side just because like the more they said, the more he was letting that thing fly, Mo. The young man was cooking. So yeah, man. He did. I think he ended up with what, 30, 38?
39.
Yeah, man. He let it go, man. And they say he brought down I missed the first half. But they say he brought down the house on somebody, Mo. They say he came down through there, man. They brought down the house.
Whole game.
So the young man ball. But look, here's the thing that gets me about this team. I'm let me start off with this. I'm expecting, I'm anticipating, I'll put it that way, the Deshaun Ruffin that I've heard about. I did catch some of his stuff in high school. I know you had a pretty good career at Ole Miss. Again, not being real a basketball person, I know a little bit about the game. I think if he's maybe slowed that thing now, he liked his followays and the kickoff and the reverses and what I'm saying. It looks good at times, but I think that's something that might need to develop as the season progression, man. Sometimes a little 5-10 footer jumper, and just kind of doing your thing, going up there, laying that thing off the backboard, maybe getting you a dunk or something like that. Let everything else kind of happens. We're probably paying out better because he had been missing a couple of shots. I know he's been on injury and stuff for coming into his own. I think he will, but I think that will fare a little better. However, man, he does have a really good surrounding cast around him. So the whole team is starting. I like the way they playing together, Mo. I like the way they're playing together as a team. McMillan, he's here. I hope he's all right for sure. But
he's good.
Yeah, he's shooting the lights out of the ball. Kevion Hunt, man, coming down, distributing, man. Those guys not afraid to shoot either. I am enjoying that. I do expect a little more out of the bigs. I would like a little more out of the big. Now, I don't know what it does. What it takes to make Menzel mad. But when he do get a chance to dunk, man, it's like he just bring all the power in the gym with him. But he has to get to that point, So I think as the season go on, with the shooters that we have, the guys being able to penetrate, they get to know each other game and gel a little better. I think that we do have a team that really can make a run. I do like what I see. Like I said, it's gonna take a little more working together to make sure, and I like the freshmen. Shout out to Hoover. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that young man coming off the bench. I tell you, I watched when he was at Yazoo. Matter of fact, when he was playing with Yazoo, I know they played Ken for the state championship, and they had a man isolated just for him, Ken. I mean, Ken, when the young man went in the game from Ken, he had look. They said, look, don't worry about touching the ball. Don't worry about what the ball is. Don't worry about how many people on the court. You just look at that young man and let him do nothing. Well, since he, you know what I'm saying, he was a dandy dozen there, and we're glad we got him at Jackson State. But seeing that young man come off the bench and play the way he playing, you know, as a freshman, getting the time that he's getting, hey, he's looking good. And I'm definitely looking forward more to see, you know, how this team progress, you know, with the freshmen and, you know, the experience that they have on the team. A little more nastiness in the middle, and I think we'll be all right.
Well,
The old saying goes, good teams find a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Bad teams find a way to lose. The other night, we didn't play our best game, but we still found a way to win the basketball game.
yeah.
And a lot can be said about that. Yes, we can play better, and I think we will play better.
Mm-hmm.
But to start off 3-0, that says a lot. As far as Ruffin goes, the kid hadn't played basketball in a year and a half. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ken. But he hadn't played in a year and a half. So he still has to get into the flow of the game. It don't matter how talented you are. You're just not just going to walk on a basketball court in Division I basketball and just dominate after not playing at all for a year and a half, especially with the type of injury that he had.
Right.
A lot of times kids that have leg injuries of any sort, they kind of lose their explosiveness. Sometimes they don't trust their knees or their Achilles or whatever it is. Sometimes they don't trust it. So he might be still learning his body as he gets in shape, because prior to the start of SWAC play, I think he might have only played 3 or 4 games, whereas everybody else had already played 10 to 12. So
yeah, he's on game number 6 right now.
That makes a difference.
Let me throw these stats up real quick. Even though he's on game number 6, fellas, he's still averaging the most on the team.
That's crazy.
Point standpoint. And he's not shooting, TD, to your point, percentage on his shooting percentage is down. And that's because he got to find his groove. I know he's a small guard going in the paint on bigs. So to Mo's point, when you haven't played in a while, that touch, you lose that touch. Touch is about rhythm. It's about repetition. It's about, you know what I'm saying, reps.
Mm.
And there's a little thing called a scouting report.
Yeah.
Alabama A&M, they knew the scouting report. They weren't going to just let him get in that lane and let him do what he wanted to do. They were taking that lane away from him. So I think as he gets the explosiveness back, as he learns the league and as he learns how people are going to try to guard him, I look for him to put up even better numbers. I look for his shooting percentage to actually go up. He already realized that they can't guard him one-on-one and they have to help. So a lot of his teammates got to also know and understand when the ball is coming. I've seen a couple of times where he made some spectacular passes that just weren't caught.
Right.
I mean, at point-blank range, where it would have easily been 2 points on the board, they didn't catch it because it was too good of a pass. But I love the matriculation and the progress of Hunt.
Yeah, he's definitely taken a step forward.
He's taking strides.
He did. He was a turnover machine last year, and it was hard to watch him, but he's definitely improved this season.
He's looking like a point guard.
Yeah.
He's looking like a pure point guard. That 3 he made to send us to overtime, oh, man. I had to go get my blood pressure medicine, but I just couldn't believe he made that shot. He's making his free throws. Something that I really look at our guards. Your guards got to make free throws, especially at the end of the game. I know he missed some key ones. I think it might have been in the overtime, but he's shooting at a really good clip. I'm loving Dorian McMillan. I asked the other day in the chat, is Dorian McMillan the best true freshman that we've had in the history of our program? And I think we can really argue that he might be the most talented true freshman that we've had. You have to go back to the likes of somebody like Grant Maxey or Christian Williams. He's just that talented, and he's dynamic from the inside and out because he can jump out the gym and he can kill you from 3. So you have to really pick your poison with him. But what I like, when people don't talk about, Dorian McMillan a lot of times is guarding the other team's best perimeter player. So he has to also try to protect Ruffin on the defensive end because people want that matchup. People
Right.
want to go after Ruffin on defense. And McMillan takes a lot of pressure off of Ruffin. Not only McMillan, but the freshman Hoover. Hoover is coming into the game guarding the other team's best perimeter player. He was on AC Bryant the other night. He was on Knox from Alabama State. He was on Tankersley, or I think that's how you say his name, from Alcorn. He's guarding the other team's best perimeter player night in and night out. And Hoover even made some big shots in one of those overtimes.
Any crashes the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at these stats, man, Hoover right now is our best. I mean, these two freshmen are both shooting over 40% from the three-point line. If you just follow the analytics of it, I mean, those are your guys you want shooting the three. I mean, Kevion shooting a lot better this year. Deshaun under 20% from the three. Jamie 37. That's your primary three-point shooter. Juan Reyna, a little bit disappointing at the percentage, but one has to be set up for. He has to be in the position to be able to.
You got to run a play for him.
Yeah, you got to run a play for him. His get off and his release is not as quick as say a Dorian. Dorian will let that thing ride, man, in stride, you know.
Falling away and everything. Step back, whatever you want.
He got a whole bag when it comes to that. So you got to love it, man. Shout out to these true freshmen. That just goes to show. Coach talked about recruiting. Real quick, I do want to play this clip of Coach Mo. He touched on that, man, and we'll see what he had to say, and we'll be right back. 1 second.
That's something we're going to change next year for the first time. You know, we're planning on getting some home games here, and I think it's huge for us because since I've gotten the job, I've recruited really well in the state. You know, 3 years in a row, I've had the best recruiting class in the state of Mississippi with all Division I schools, all schools in particular. You know, you look at the top kids that come out of the state, they're here at Jackson State. So there's no reason for us not to be playing home games with all these local kids. So that's an emphasis for myself. Administration is on board with that same sentiment. So I'm looking forward to next year playing some games in November, December. You know, out of the 30-some plus games, only 9 of them at home. We want to win all our games at home. We want to go 9-0 at home. And the only way we can do that is get that same energy that I feel at the vet when I am a fan watching our football team. That energy is unmatched, you know. So I want to gravitate toward that energy and just grab it, put it in a bag, and put it in the AAC because that energy is tremendous at the vet. So we want to pack the AAC. We've done some things to lighten the load for families with kids on Thursdays and Mondays, 18 and under, get in free. On Saturday, you got 2 games. So that support helps us.
Very well said. He mentioned about recruiting. He mentioned about the energy in the AAC. I mean, Coach touched on quite a few things, but I think when you look at the recruits that's coming in, Mikey Williams' son, when you look at Kobe Butler, who's coming in from New Orleans, another young man, and then you got the young brother that's coming in from Simmons. I think, is it Simmons or is it?
Yeah, it's Simmons.
Yep. What's his name? Kendrick. Got his last name. It's not in front of me.
I think his last name might be Simmons.
Kendrick Simmons. But he's from Boonville. That's what he is. Kendrick Simmons from Boonville. That's what it is. So yeah, man. I mean, another star-studded, you know what I mean, Mississippi freshman core coming in. Obviously with Kobe Butler being from New Orleans or whatever, but I like the way he's building his roster. And I think if we can win and go deep and possibly win the SWAC, it's only going to get better from there. But when you look at a Hoover's just in the weight room. As he gets older, he's probably going to grow another inch or so. He's going to get a lot more physically fit. Dorian McMillan, same way. You want to keep these guys together, and that's also speaks to the NIL collective and being able to have the resources to keep these guys in here so we can really see it flourish and grow. But I like the roster. But one thing I will say, TD, you mentioned something earlier. I am of the same mindset that I would like to see a little bit more from the inside of the paint. You know what I'm saying? Big Shannon, from a rebounding standpoint, it's just been a little bit more aggressive. Sometimes we tend to. I feel like we have enough size to out rebound Alabama A&M, but just from a want to and an aggression and a technique, as well as just a hustle standpoint, we didn't really measure up to where I feel like we should have. So we can clean that up. Still 3-0. You're gonna need that, especially as you're getting into to conference play and SWAC play, because it's gonna get a lot tougher. It's gonna be a lot more aggressive as you start to hit that tournament. But we'll see how it goes and how it progresses. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, didn't we also get a young man from Richland?
Ebo Wilson.
Yeah. Okay. And Ken, like you were saying something, I mentioned about the way Hoover attacked the board. The way he go get rebounds. Of course, he was coached by arguably the best coach, in the state.
Carlisle.
In high school, with Carlisle, coming from their lineage. So I like the way the young man play. And speaking on, like you said, with the big, he attacked it and he snatched the rebound the way that a big is supposed to. He secured the ball. He made sure, and he come down and then he find, of course, the point guard to distribute the ball too. But like you said, if we get a little more of that aggressiveness in the paint with the shooters that we have, Mo, that will open it up for Ruffin to be able to penetrate the middle, a lot easier. And so, to add on to what you were saying about, Ruffin, and unfortunately the injuries that he has sustained over the last year or so, being, with the bigs being a little more aggressive, opening up things in the middle, I think he probably won't have to maybe work so hard, to create his shot, is what I'm saying. Therefore he can just come down smooth and just not do a nice little jump shot rather than trying to get around people. But once, all this stuff come together, man, I'm excited about the talent that's on the team. And like you said, Ken, Coach Mo is recruiting extremely well. And so, we definitely going to see how he play out. I'm rooting for him regardless. We're going to be there supporting our Tigers. And like I said, right now, I mean, we winning. I mean, but Coach Moses to his third year?
This is his third year.
Third year. So yeah, man, looking pretty good.
I want to talk about the recruiting for a second, Ken. You really brought out something. If things were to stay the same as of right now, in 2027, your starting lineup more than likely would be his son, Mike Williams. At the 2 guard, you'll have Dorian McMillan. At the 3, you'll have Hoover. At the 4, you'll have Butler. And at the 5, you'll have 6'10" Ebo Wilson. That's an unbelievable starting 5.
Man, it really is.
Top 5 in their class.
That's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like number 3 in Louisiana.
Yes, Ken Evans Jr. was actually, he's Forest Hill High School, Jackson native. He's at Florida Atlantic. Man, that's very well put. I gotta say this, man. Mike Williams is gonna come in. He gonna be a hell of an addition. I can tell you that right now. He is tough, man. He is definitely his daddy's child, and he can go. He can definitely. If he was on this team, he'll be playing right now, bro.
He's just that good.
Yep.
Big point guard, 6'1".
I like it, man. I like it. Ken said can hardly hear Mo knows. Yeah, he was kind of a little low. I can hear him well. Just speak up a little. But no, man, that's pretty much my that was what I really kind of wanted to touch on. I wanted to give basketball some love, man. His mic pops a lot, yeah. Microphone. They talking about your mic. Hour 30 minutes in. It's
Right. Right.
I had to say it, bro. You know, I'm always give you one now. I gotta give you at least something. But no, man.
Hey,
but
kid.
no. Go
Hey,
ahead, bro.
Mo, kid. Let me say this too, man. I spoke. I was talking to Coach Mo one day about recruiting locally, and of course he said, man, that's his game, that's his aim. Of course, like he said, he was recruiting his son. And then you look at Hoover and who coming from Yazoo City. And I know he was talking to some of the players from Ken, your homeboy Townsend, the head coach up there, Ken. I mean, your guy
DJ,
yeah, Townsend. And I was hoping that he was able to pull Jamarion Fleming. I know who he signed with, but just in case that thing don't work out,
come on down home. Come on
home.
6'10", we would love to have you and Hoover in the building at the same time now, and then your folks don't have to drive so far to see you, moms, dad. Man,
hey,
man.
It's gonna take. We gotta build it up, man. We gotta continue. I think it's gonna help too to have some of those big games in there. And it's not just men's basketball. Women's basketball is going to have some big games in the AAC next year as well. Some of those out-of-conference games, which is huge for the brand. But we got to continue to pull up and show up. We got to continue to come in there. He said something that was I thought was – he put it in the chat, Mo. You saw this. He talked about our atmosphere at the AAC.
It was crazy the other night.
I mean, just the game day atmosphere, period. You know what I'm saying? That we pretty much maximize the entire arena. We get a really good game day experience, a game day product. Yes, we would love the AAC to be renovated. I'll be the first to tell you. I'd rather renovate the vet, keep it where it's at. Yes, we can have one on campus, but I would go all in on the AAC, man, with a new basketball arena. Because my goodness, you get something like that in the city of Jackson, a basketball town. I think the love of basketball would be extracted a whole lot more because you're indoors. I think we put on a great product, a great game day environment. I like Calvin Young on the court, on the sideline, man. I like him on the court. Shout out to Big Bro, man. I love Big Bro right there on the court side, man.
Number 3, pass it to me.
He be on them players. He be on them refs, man. It'd be fun, man. I'm loving it, man. We on the side of the court, but we're gonna continue to keep pulling up and keep supporting, man. I think the basketball program is trending in the right direction.
And you know what, Ken? You're right on point with what you're saying. I know one of the things that we talked about far as dealing with with the AAC with the bleachers stuff being far, but I tell you what, AD and whoever else involved with the atmosphere around the AAC during basketball time are doing a fantastic job. I mean, I really will say that, and again, I don't say anything that I don't mean. With this just being the beginning of the season, the crowd is coming in, the music is on point. Shelby doing what Shelby like it shall be done. I mean, she hosting her butt off. She interacting with the crowd. It just feels good right now. And then it's always better when you win. So I'm loving the atmosphere around the AAC, and the students are back on campus now, Ken.
Yep.
Now we're gonna have more of them in the building. So man, let's pack, let's pack the AAC. You know what I'm saying? When I mean pack it, don't have to be always, just come around and sit around in the blue chairs and kick your feet back, man, and root your team on. I mean, if you hadn't been to a game yet, you missed a treat these last couple home games. So man, come on out, and I know season tickets are all sale. I'm not sure how much they are at the window, but man, you come on out and support the basketball team. Hey, it's DI love. Maybe we'll keep some momentum going from football, on to basketball, on to baseball. We gotta support. We got, to let our student athlete know that we love them. And like we attack them on social media, Ken, we got to attack them, you know, by supporting them. Don't just pull them here and then don't support them. Don't whistle sweet nothings in my ear and then you don't fulfill. So let's go out and support these players, man.
Hey, and I'll say this too: the upcoming games for men's basketball. We'll do women in just a minute. Look at Trav with that hashtag #DILove. I like that up there, man. That's dope. But the next game will be Saturday for the men. Now the women play tomorrow. The women play tomorrow against Texas Southern. I'll go to the women's schedule real quick. Let's see. It will be on YouTube. It will be on YouTube tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tip-off. And then, of course, we just spoke of the men will be Saturday at 4:30 on Saturday at Prairie View. And then on Monday, we get Texas Southern, man. So we'll see how this Texas trip works out. Like I said, hey, whoa. Man, I may get kicked out. Those refs are sorry. A.D. Wells and Scott does a great job with the game. There you go.
Okay, this is what it is. Okay, A.D. Wells is okay. Coach Scott. Okay, good deal.
Hey, Mo, appreciate Mo, man. His phone was getting ready to die, so he hopped off, and we finna get ready to get out of here anyway. Just wanted to definitely spend some time talking about basketball. I know we always 6 p.m. in Houston. 6 p.m. in Houston. Trav. I know Trav probably already over there. If he hadn't, he'll be over there tomorrow. But it's gonna be a good weekend. No, Travis ain't over there yet. I don't think you're going. You gotta be at the parade, bro. You gonna be at the parade? Gotta be at the parade, man.
King, you know what? How dare we fail to not to mention the Jumbotron, man?
Oh man, that thing is special, man. I love the fact that they be streaming it during the game. I know Corey mentioned that. It's a lot. It's different, man. And that just goes to show you, like, we got renovations coming at the AAC. Locker rooms, probably. You're gonna probably see some things coming down the pipe. I don't know when, but I know A.D. Robinson always got a plan for upgrades, man. I just hope one day we see it soon, man. Because I know what it can be. Man, we like new stuff. Put some suites in the AAC, man, where you can have game day suites watching basketball, man, with upgraded concessions and upgraded lights and a new court and closer bleachers. And I want a hostile basketball environment. Nope. Nashville for the NCAA convention. Houston tomorrow. Always working, always on the go. Hey, brother, we appreciate you, everything you do, man. It does not go unnoticed. And, man, we appreciate you. Man, you rolling, bro.
Yeah, be safe out there. Be safe out there, Trav. For real. And Ken, the lights, man, around the different set. I mean, it looks good. If you hadn't been to AAC to check out a game, yeah, man, come on, check it out. I mean,
Rochelle, hopefully you found. I hope you listened to that interview. That interview was for you, sis. That's what Corey went out there and got it, Miss Esco.
Hey, Rochelle. Rochelle fell in love with Esco, didn't she? Rochelle left, Ken. She had to leave.
Yes, she did. That's right. And she came back.
So
that's how much she was a fan of 35. I called her. I said, hey, Rochelle, Miss Esco looking for you. She wanted to take that picture. Rochelle said, I'm on the way back right now. I said, that's what I'm talking about. She was gone.
Man, Rochelle be all the way live, man. You know what, man? I thought I didn't meet a stranger.
Oh, yeah, man.
I think Rochelle know more people than I did, and I love it, man. She has great energy. Shout out to you, Rochelle. And I know you got your picture with your girl. Hope you get a chance to catch another game this year, man. They balling.
For real. And while you're at it, man, baseball tickets are on sale. Go ahead and grab your baseball tickets. Go JSUTigers.com/2024 baseball tickets. Grab your tickets, man. We're going to pull up over there and support Coach Omar Johnson and the baseball Tigers. So what else we got? Still got merch on sale. Go to KC-1400media.com. Grab those T-shirts that's left. Hey, man, no live show on Friday, but we will be live from the parade. We'll be live on Tiger Talk TV. You got to go to Tiger Talk TV, hit the subscribe button. That's where we're going to be live. We going to be in there doing whatever we do, man.
I mean, cause see work. Hey, Calvin Younger, what did AC Brian say to you, man? Cause y'all had some words going on.
More coming for the video board trial run first week, but glad everyone liked it. Hey,
yeah, we like it, Travis. Hey, good work, Travis, man. We appreciate you. You got a good team, man.
For real.
Yes.
Before we get ready to get up out of this joint, man, listen, hey, links in the chat. Link is in the chat. Real quick on the parade schedule. The parade is this weekend downtown, 6 p.m. Get kicked off. But listen, there will be law enforcement. Shout out to the JPD, Detective Wade. What is it, Sergeant Wade? Chief Wade. I'm sorry, I couldn't even get the word out. And then here's the breakdown: 4 p.m. the celebration kickoff. DJ, vendors, food trucks, and photo ops with the Celebration Bowl trophy starting at the City Hall. At 5 p.m., you got a pep rally. That's JSU and JPS cheerleaders, Sonny the Tiger, the Baby Tigers, and more. At 6 p.m., you got the parade. So we go from State Street to Capitol Street to West Street to Pascagoula back up to State Street, man. One big old block downtown celebrating. And then at 7 p.m., we're going to be at the celebration stage. That's going to be head coach T.C. Taylor, A.D. Robinson, President Marcus Thompson, the football players, Mayor Shokwe and Tarla Mumba, and more. I'm getting on that stage, man.
You getting on the stage? Okay.
Getting on that stage, bro. I got to film. I got to record. You know,
right. Yeah.
I gotta get in there. Yeah. Get in there.
Marty Mar, you gotta be in there. Hey, kid, man, I'm so happy for these players.
Yeah.
And man, you know, they taking it in, they took it in stride, Ken, and now they back at it. They love the taste of victory. And man, those young men, they hard at it again, Ken.
They are, man. They back on campus, back working. They back in the hands of Coach Beefing them up, man, getting them ready for the spring ball. Can't wait to get over there and meet them. Can't wait to meet with the ambassadors, man. Looking forward to that. Getting everybody in one room and trying to chop it up with them real quick and the expectations. Listen, we about done tonight. I want to appreciate Mo for coming up again. Listen, if you have not signed up for the collective, man, click the link that's in the chat. Sign up, man. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of the month, man. We can do it. Let's keep the momentum going, man. We got to keep it going. And I know if you got any questions, if you see me on Friday, if you see me at the M bar, you see me at the parade, whatever, feel free to come. I'll answer any question that I can. We're going to continue to do the work and continue to do whatever it is we can do. So appreciate you guys, man. We will be back live from the studio on Monday. But we will find it's going to be plenty of content coming over the weekend. I got a feeling there's going to be quite a bit of content coming down the pipe, man. And if you got anything else before we get out of this joint, bro?
Yeah, man. Again, shout out to Coach Richards, Coach Mo, the lady basketball team, the men basketball team. Again, shout out to Tiger Nation, for the support. Please, if you hadn't joined the collective, you see what we're trying to do. You see, the athlete. And hey, Ken, I like that winning. I like that winning pedigree, man. I like that winning taste, man. So we need to keep it going. And if you come to the parade or you out, man, be safe.
For real.
Be safe and bring your kids out. Let them know what it's all about, man. We're gonna start something here that we can't stop. So again, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate Tiger Nation. Shout out to KT Dub for all that he do. Travis Jerome. I'm good.
All right, everybody. We're going to sign out, man. I got to get packed up. I got an early flight. I'm getting ready to navigate back to the South. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man. D.I. love.
Go Tigers.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we're talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC-1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
When we talk about NIL, how do we keep our talented players? I know we rolled it out. Now, when you paying to get in the game, a percentage of that money goes to our student athletes, as far as from an NIL standpoint. So when you show up to the games, you're still supporting us from watching us, but also supporting us from retaining players, helping our players get the things that other schools are getting at bigger schools, where we losing guys like Ken Evans, where they was a player of the year and we didn't have the NIL in place at the time where they can go to FAU and get some money. And he did not want to leave. He would love to be here. But at the end of the day, the name of the game, you see coaches today that's been coaching for 30, 45 years. They're just stepping away mid-season because they can't understand why these kids getting paid. I am young enough to understand that you better have some money to keep these kids, because I was a player once, and if I was in this type of environment, I'll be looking for a payday also. So it ain't nothing to cry about. You just got to go find the money, and that comes from support. It's the only way we can do it, especially here. Support, but a mass support. Not one person, not two people, not three people. I'm talking about thousands of people. Your strength is in numbers, and we have the numbers. Especially